What is up, family? Welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor and hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. Do everything necessary to make sure to get this thing rolling and rolling. What is up, team? Go ahead and throw those A's in the chat if you can hear me speak. Throw those A's in the chat right away. I see you, Ian Tucker. What is up, my buddy? What is up, Options? I see you in there, Smoke Screen. What's up, man? T. Alex. Yeah. Of course, man. Of course, man. What you think? Man? We're definitely going to put together here a little stream on Fngr Gtii. Of course, my brother, not a problem, not a problem. And yes, I agree, SMCI upon other tickers absolutely got smashed open. What is up, Joe H? My dude, it's very good to see you here, man. I hope you're recovering okay, man, after that unfortunate incident, my dude. But I am here for you, my brother. So if anything at all, you continue reaching out to me, man, and we'll continue talking. But I love it, man. I'm not sure that the markets are really loving us right now, right? But we can absolutely find a way to have it love us back, man. We have to respect the craft. We have to respect what we do, right? So I will tell you this, Fngr. We've been talking about these target range. Let me pull up the charts here, right? I'm gonna go ahead and just show you what we have here. All right, so in the screen, you should be looking at your Fngr 4-hour and 5-hour, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at this chart first. So go ahead and take a look at this here. We were speaking of a bottom side of around 302 with a resistance of around 314, right? This is immediate short-term time frame price action. There are certain signals in here that are going to play an integral role for the future of price action, and I am more than willing to share them with you. This is actually something that me and CoinFox went over just a little bit earlier. What's up, Steve Wicks? Good to see you here, man. What's up to you? And let's see. Yeah, absolutely, man. So we're gonna start, guys. That's something absolutely clear. What CoinFox is saying there is you see in the chat. He says, "Fam, we're gonna start tracking your ticker requests, right?" So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get the ticker requests to go through the analysts first, right? To go through the mods, and we're going to be posting them up in our group collab, which is the ARCa Bulls group collab. So from there, we're going to be able to see which ones have this potential or have this whatever, right? So we're going to post up and we're going to talk about the ones that do have that fire. So, sometimes I miss these tickers coming in and out. So I just want to, I want to make sure that we can speak about this a few times, right? So I'm going to repeat it here a couple times here and there. But remember, we're going to be tracking your ticker requests. So if it passes through the moderators, if the analysts see that there's potential in the tickers, they're going to go ahead and consider it in the ARCa Bulls collaboration group, right? So they're going to post it up. I can see this live right next to me. So this way we can have a higher probability hit rate for the ones that are going to move towards a particular upside, bro. Looking good. All right. So yes, team, please remember, we are here because I know that some of you want your updates regarding Fngr and Gtii, and we're definitely going to do that. So we already have the screen up in here, and we're going to get this moving. I already see the chat coming in. I already see the room getting a little more full, so this is good. All right, so let's go. Yeah, there was a bootleg CoinFox again. My goodness. Do you want me to get rid of him? Or I think, dude, no. You have administrative rights, bro. You can see my entire creative Discord. So you can get rid of them. Actually, you know what? I really do need that. Options. I'm gonna also volunteer you. Let me remove you as moderator. Type something right now, buddy, please. In the chat, in the YouTube chat. Say hola. And you know what? I think I could do it from here. I got you in. There we go. There we go, buddy. All right. So options. You're like God in here. Okay. So you and CoinFox have managing moderation like Sebastian and Zephram do. So, hey, Candace, good to see you here. Thanks for stopping by. We got the room filling up. We're going to be taking a look at Fngr and Gtii, of course, of course. CoinFox saying that he's ghetto famous. T. Alex, my bro. No. You got mad upgraded. Now you have banning rights. Oh my goodness. What's up, Zoe? Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you here, guys. So yeah, just we're allowing the chat to kind of get a little full here, and we're going to get this thing rolling with Fngr and Gtii team. So please make sure to stick around here. We're just going to start here in just a couple minutes, and we'll get this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. So, guys, I know that you're not blind, right? But you notice what the markets did on Friday. Oh, dude. Talk about some of the biggest falls that I've seen. I mean, I guess within what? I don't know. It's been a few months since we've seen anything capitulate that hard. The last upside that I saw on that were like on like mega caps, right? But I mean, but yeah, the big caps are kind of losing a little bit of the steam. And it did kind of make the small caps drop a little bit. And I'm surprised that Fngr kept this composure here. Hey, Susan, good to see you here. Thanks so much for coming in. Thanks so much for saying hello. So check this out. What we spoke of the last time, right? I'm just going to touch on it here as we fill the chat, as we fill the room. Just little tidbits here and there, right? Fngr, we spoke about this level, 314 to 302. The 314 level, I'm going to explain to you here in a little bit why it's so critical. It is something. Hey, what's up, Juan Fernandez? Good to see you here, my brother. Thank you for coming on by. Really appreciate you. The Real Conquer, what is up, man? Thank you for coming on by. Yeah, we're definitely getting some more peeps in the chat, team. I'm going to explain to you why this 314 target is critically important. It has to do with a major time frame. And that major time frame is displaying to us a resistance. That resistance is not okay. I'm going to be honest with you. The resistance is a little tough, okay? It's tough. But below us, we have a very strong support, and one that I believe could support Fngr for an upside. Okay, we're just going to have to experience a little bit of pain here, because if we just start looking at our indices here, your IWM is currently on the downside. We have the S&P 500 also on a downside too, right? Let me pull this up on at least a 4-hour time frame so you can see, right? We're currently in a decline. So that's where I'm getting the idea that we may continue to the downside here on Fngr. So let me pull up the chart one more time. I believe I have it right over here. There we go. Okay. So what kind of a downside are we talking about, though? In order for us to determine what that downside can be, we have to just observe what the inflection points are. Okay, now what I mean by inflection is by zooming out, right? Maybe consider a larger time frame and zoom out and try to find the areas that are most powerful. Like, for example, this here, right? There's like a huge support here, and it bounced all the way up from that 250, 260 all the way up to 444, right? You can see down here, this is a massive area, right? 101, it went all the way up to like $8. Right, even this zone down here, 192 to around 373. This one here, that's how you can identify and mark off some of these pivot points. Right, here's another one here. We can use this bounce and take price action all the way to the upside. Okay, so if it really means that we can use pivot points to resist from, then how is it that we can determine the upside too? Well, all you have to do is take a look at it. We're looking at this on a daily. Okay, so it is kind of a smaller time frame in relation to how long Fngr has lived, right? So take a look at this, okay? Let's look at this resistance here, the one at 395. So let's put a line across, just like that. All you have to do is look left. Look at how many times we've resisted, right? Or resisted or supported from that area. So I can already show you. Let me go ahead and use maybe, you know what? We'll just use something simple like this. Look at in here. Right? All that area for support and all that resistance. Look at all this in here, right? Resisting all over there, right? Now let's look back some more. Let's zoom into this area here. Look at this. See all of that? right? Now, coming back to the price action and taking a look at other areas, then we could see that there are other confluent areas too, right? All that in there, all that here, all this here, everywhere. You can see it everywhere. So that's how you can mark off areas of inflection, okay? If you want to understand how that's done, this is the way to do it, right? You just observe some of those zones there, and then you can see like, oh, well, you know what that looks like? Yeah, it looks like it would be difficult to go over this. Look at that. Right? So that's how you mark off those areas. That's how we're able to tell what upside we're going to be facing. Okay, so this is the reason, highly likely, the reason why we face that rejection right there. Lots and lots of price action, lots of confluence within price action at that area of 395, right? So inversely speaking, we also do that. So inversely, meaning to the downside, we can also do that. So now this zone here, yeah, it's okay, right? It's okay for us to bounce to the upside. The problem is that there are areas that are facing more confluence than this one. So it matters how many times you touch on this line. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if you start comparing it to other supports or other resistances, ones that have less touches, that means they become less relevant. So having relevance with the confluence of price action is how you tell how strong that point of resistance or that point of inflection is. Support, resistance, inflection, you can call it supply, demand, whatever you think, right? So yeah, this one's all right. But if we start to look to the left, there may be other areas to take into consideration. So if I'm observing this just right off the bat, I'm looking at this candle here, right there, right? So let's just use this one for example here, right? That's one right here. So now if we're going to look at another one that's like that, there's one right here too. It looks like it's similarly placed, right? So now if that's the case, we have a little bit of a gap over here too, right? Price action kind of gapped in there, right? So now let's keep on looking back. So if we're facing around here, look at the cursor, right? You can already see all those other areas. Right in here, and if we're holding the cursor again, it looks like that could be about it, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, we have 4, we have a bunch of them, right? We have that gap in here, 5 and 6. So a bunch of areas for confluence, right? It's just, and I'm sorry, there's one more. I didn't point out this one inversely, just like this, right here. So this one here matches this one here. See it? So that's how I'm able to tell. That's how I'm able to tell one of those zones are critical, right? So this is what I'm saying here. My proposition, right? There is a range. I'm going to go ahead and take into consideration maybe this flat range right here, which has a lot to do with this flat range on top, right? And also this flat range here. So that gives us a zone. Instead of us focusing on one target, we can focus in on a range or a zone. Okay, so let's grab us a little bit of a box here, right? And we're going to take this into consideration. This is an area of potential high support. Sorry, it's a little lower, right here. There we go. So 270 to about 256 appears to be a very, very tough area to get price action below. My proposition is that we can face, with the pressures of the markets, the way that, you know, also the overseas tensions. So Frank Wally, what is up? I'll go ahead and provide you for that link here for Discord. Let me go ahead and just come up on the Discord chat, and I'll go into the landing pad, and I will set the invite link here, right? Let me just go ahead and post it there for you, buddy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And yes, please come by, join the ARCa Bulls training team. We trade the markets. We trade the markets every day at pre-market, right before the market open, and we do our little dance. But yeah, thank you so much. And Frank, hello to you, by the way, Mr. Squeeze. Thank you so much. I highly recommend ARCa's Discord to anyone new. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Hey, Cameron, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Juan Fernandez. Yeah, man, so much, brother, so much. So we're gonna go ahead and just because there's a lot of people that just want to get a little bit of update here with their tickers, right? And then we'll give them a little bit of enlightenment And then we'll move on to the plays that we're using here to give us some higher probability moves. So let's go ahead and take a look at let's continue here and just finish it off, right? So yeah, I'm looking at this zone here, 270 to 256, maybe not in one day though. That's the thing. And I do expect this to come down just a little bit further, okay? So if we're going to come down further, I expect first a resistance. So again, I am talking about 314 as a resistance again, which is right here. This is your 314 level, right? And we already have that plotted right here. We can see it just like that. Bam. Right? So we'll use that level here as a resistance and then pull back. So as soon as we start, okay, here's the deal, okay? The 287 mark. At any moment, this thing could rip, though. Remember, we have Tio Willie, Uncle Willie. He's gonna be ringing the bell, right? Is that chat? Let me know. Is he ringing the bell tomorrow, or when is he ringing the bell at the NYSE? The 29th. So we still have a couple of weeks to go. Okay, which actually makes sense. Thanks, Smokescreen. It actually does make sense. If we do get this 29th call out, that may be a nice little pop here. The markets are facing a little bit of pressure. The markets actually may have a bit of a relief before it faces a resistance, local resistance, then pull back. It feels like FNGR may be doing something similar in a very, very small scale. Again, I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised that FNGR is maintaining these levels, okay? So, if that happens, guys, if we do come down to this level here, which could be saved anywhere between 270 and 256, well, I don't want to be the glimmer of hope here, and I don't want to give you hopium when that's not really my deal, but let's kind of take a look at what we're sort of doing, right? You guys see what I'm doing already? See what's happening? We could come down. We could face this bottom side here. And if we do face that bottom side, we'll take a look at that. This, arguably speaking, it is one of my one of my least favorite formations. Right? I don't like to follow this formation. It doesn't have that great of a hit rate, but we are talking about a daily time frame. So if there is that potential, then we may be able to see ourselves down into between this area here, right? 270 to 256. We'll get the completion of that little cup and handle, and then we'll get the ripper. So a price objective. That's something that we always have to face, right? So let's just see. Let's see what that tells us. I'm gonna go ahead and favor this low right here. Okay, this is the low of the price action, right? Just around there. I'm being as conservative as I could be. Okay, now you place this at the top. You know what? Just for argument's sake, I'm going to go ahead and put it at the top of the inflection. So right in the middle, just like this here. It says that we should be facing a 623 based on this formation itself. Don't start longing this, guys, okay? What I'm telling you here is that it's a formation giving you, hey, John, good to see you here. Good evening, ARCa from sunny Southern California, says John. Good to see you, my brother. So, guys, again, I'm not saying that it's going there. The formation is actually giving us that price objective, the implied target, okay? Now, we can even, let's geometrically back it, right? We can even do that. Let's see if we have any consistency with that target up there. So we have a 623. It looks like we absolutely do. In fact, that's the center. That would be the focus point between two geometric, two geometric important ratios right down here. So we're looking at the 2618, 664, and the 2-spot 272 at 595, and you're looking at your focus almost just like always, right? We always do this. It's almost right on your 50% mark of 625. So if it is the case, that's where price action would be taking us. This is the forward look. The resistance comes from a few things though, guys, okay? I have to share this with you. The resistance comes from the quarterly chart. So if we're looking at this on a 3-month chart, let's take a look at this. And let's get rid of all the drawings. Okay. So your quarterly chart, it's not the best when we resist from the prior quarter, right? So when we resist from the prior quarter, like for example, like this here, and we came back down, we faced this, right? Just like we did here, resisting here, and you can see it just came shy of it, just like this, just shy of it. Resisting from that prior quarter, we fell. Resisting from the prior quarter, we fell. So statistically speaking, that would be the case. But remember that we were also facing a lot of negative catalysts, capybara, and amongst a bunch of other crap that led to downside, right? A lot of things. Okay, so it's just we have to maintain some. We have to keep an eye on those things. So I gave you the bull play already. You know where the bull play is. Okay. So T. Alex is saying Fngr with important favorable catalysts coming. I think when it breaks, it will break hard. Okay, good deal. Okay, so now let's come back down to some shorter time frames. Let's look at the weekly time frame. Okay, so the weekly time frame. I wanted to show you this because the weekly time frame could be displaying what could be a kind of a. Sorry, I'm not 5-day. Here we go. If the 5-day is really the one, right? We could do a bull flag here, right? If there is a bull flag, then we can take a measured move too. Measured move would be from the top of the bull flag down to the supposed area of retracement around 270. Applying that target, right, to the top of the bull flag will give us, well, none other than the bottom side of our expectations, 595. So now we have a buy formation here, right? We have your buy formation being the immediate short-term time frame, cup and handle. We have your bull flag here, 5-day time frame, potential upside. Those are part of the upsides, okay? I want you to know that I'm completely on your side, okay? I want you to know that. I don't want you to look at this as like, holy crap, like we're not doing so good here and whatever else, okay? Just here's a little bit of bad news, okay? We have to pay attention to every time frame we can. So if we're looking at raw price action, this is your bi-daily time frame. This is called an inside bar. Okay, not only is it an inside bar, but we're also regressing, right? So we have a decrease in price action there too. Usually the following candle after an inside bar is an outside bar. So to determine what outside that's going to be, that's where our challenge is. Where could the outside bar land? Is it going to be an outside bar as in outside downward, or would it be an outside bar upward, or will it be an outside bar both ways? That's going to be the trick for us. So we have right now this massive red candle engulfing these two, right? So we're inside of this bar still. So we need to break out one way or another. Just a little bit of a hint here. Bi-daily volume is breaking upside of the moving average, okay? We're breaking upside of that moving average in red. And that's where I'm thinking that we may get that pullback. Because of this red volume here, and because of how the markets are reacting, we may come back down here to validate some critical supports and then rip it. Okay, now I can tell you that Fngr is known and it's notorious for its bear traps. So if there are going to be some bears playing a massive downside here, they're thinking that they're going to be able to get short the break of the 288 and then potentially even support at the 277, validate your 288 to 293, get short and take it to the downside. But the problem is that right when you start stepping into this zone here, 260 to 270, bears are not looking at that. So the bulls have a chance here at using the bears as just flat out melted liquidity. That's going to be a bear trap. This is your bear trap central right here. My bet here is that they're probably not observing it. Okay, so that's currently what I'm thinking, right? We're going to get the immediate short-term time frame, right? If we're looking at price action, look no further than your prior bi-daily chart right here. That's around that area of around 312. This is 312 here. The top of the price action here is 314. If we're looking at our immediate short-term time frame that we were observing, put your drawings back in. Take a look at that. 3-4. Sorry about that. Hold on just a sec. There you go. 314 at the top side, and we were already drawing it. Right? So I'm thinking here, immediate short-term time frame, little pump to that upside 314 validation of resistance. Get the bottom side here. We'll face the 301. We'll face resistance at a local area, meaning this 308. right here. And then we may start making ourselves down to, we may get that downside direction. Oh man, my son is opening up my laptop. Wow. Yeah, we may get that direction down there to experience the flat out bottom area of around 270 to 256, where bears are just going to be used up like rag dolls. Okay, so I am explaining to you a buy formation bullish breakout, and I am also explaining to you how the setup is getting prepared. Right? We need to prepare this. This thing needs to unfold. It's kind of like origami, right? We're going to make sure to fold every single little part. And then when you're going to do that, when you're going to display it to someone, it's like, oh my goodness, you did all that folding and cutting and all that crap, and now it looks like a swan. It's very beautiful. So that's the way we got to do this. We got to prepare it just the same way. Okay, guys, we got to get that bottom side. So, Alan, what is up, buddy? You believe it will eventually. Good. And Michael, what's up? HPE ready to go higher on Monday, hitting major supports. Thank you for that, brother. And let's see. You're talking about GTN also going up. Nice. Okay. And so let's go ahead and let's see. Thank you so much, my bro. I appreciate you so much, Ian. So, guys, that's what I'm observing here as the play for Fngr. Okay, please be careful. Please be careful, okay? I want you to just know that I am observing here a shorter time frame, local downside, but it's in preparation for a massive bull play. Okay, you guys? Please remember, hit that link in the YouTube chat to join the ARCa Bulls trading team. We trade the assets live every day. Okay, you guys? And if you're still interested, remember, I'm extending my beginner's course just by 4 to 5 weeks. I'm going to condense it. The 18-week program, I'm going to condense it for you down to 4 to 5 weeks. Reach out to me at ArcMastersCourse at Gmail. We're going to do a segue into the strategies mentorship. Right, you guys? But remember, if you want to know how to execute these things, and we got to observe, we got to be together. We have to understand how price action works and how price action tends to unfold, and we'll have an edge over the markets altogether, okay, you guys? So remember, immediate short-term time frame upside. 314 resistance, we're going to come back down to the areas of around 301, validate the 308 resistance, and then we're going to come back down and start supporting from the areas of about 288. 288 validates at 301, 288, and the 301 leads into your bottom side of 270 to 256 with the cup bottom, or the handle bottom right in here. Okay, so that could be your A, B, C, D type of move, or it could be your A, B, C, and D before we rip. Okay, so that's going to be it for here for ticker symbol FNGR. Let's just go ahead and take a look at GTII now and see what we have in store for the ticker. Okay, you guys, very happy that you're here with me. Very happy that we're observing the markets together. Let's go ahead and pop open here GTII and see what it's like. Okay. All right. So this was, guys, remember the catalysts, right? We're looking at there are tensions in the overseas, right? The world is not necessarily the happiest place on earth right now. So we're going to be experiencing some of this negative price action, negative beta on almost every asset that we observe. Okay. So GTII certainly broke below the area that we were observing. Remember, we were talking about consolidating within this zone, which we were. Right. And now we were talking about, guys, we're in a very, very critical point. We're going to have to make the decision here of whether we're going to rip to the upside or to the downside. Right. I think I can only is that the poll that we're trying to put up? All right. So let me finish off with this one and we'll get this thing rolling. Let's do it. We're gonna do a poll here. I think I may be the only. I'm not sure, but let's start a poll. Yeah, we're gonna get the vote here. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna do it. What would you like to see more of? Okay. to see more of, and we're just gonna use ourselves as an indicator again. So we're gonna type in here and large caps. Those two, or should we do three? CoinFox. Small caps, large cap. Three. What's the third one? Small caps, large caps, and mid caps. All right. Yeah.
The Microsoft, so you're looking at the FNGRs, you're looking at the, DJTs, the oil plays, GDX, or Gush Drip. We want to know what you guys want to see.
Here we go. So we're going to launch it. Small caps, mid caps, and large caps, and we're going to go ahead and start the poll now. Submit your votes now, team. So we have a what would you like to see more of? Small caps, mid caps, or large caps, right? So go ahead and submit your votes, and we're going to use these things as statistics so that we can lead on a healthier stream. Okay, you guys. So coming back into Gtii, so yeah, we were talking about the inflection point here being the 1798 in order for us to choose either that direction to the downside or to the upside, right? Maintaining ourselves above that 1798 was to maintain ourselves enough time to create an upside, which is what we literally talked about the last time. This is why we have the two arrows pointing inversely to each other, right? So it looks like we finally made that decision. Okay, so we got to get rid of our arrows now, and now we have to start observing what those local resistances are. Price action here is very likely to come back up to around 18 cents tomorrow. Okay, now if the 18 cents is in fact the resistance area, then we could be facing the resistance to come back down to an area that I've been talking about. First of all, 18 resists in order for us to get down to the area of 17 cents. As soon as we get to 17 cents, there's going to be a little bit of a dead cat bounce here, and then we may experience a drop to 1583. Okay, so guys, now remember, for those of you who are posting tickers in the chat, sorry guys, hold on just a sec. For those of you who are posting tickers in the chat, remember, I'm going to repeat it one more time, right? The analysts and the moderators are going to take over that. They're going to take a look at the tickers on their charts, and if it does look like it has high promise, then the moderators or the analysts are going to add it into our group collaboration, and I can see that live on my end, right? It's something that we all share between the analysts and I. So if it makes it on there, then we'll go ahead and take a look at that ticker. So go ahead and post up whatever you feel has high potential for the community, and we'll go ahead and observe the markets together. All right, so go and one more reminder, please go ahead and submit your votes. This is asking you, what would you like to see more of? Small caps, mid caps, or large caps? Okay, so please go ahead and submit your votes, and we'll go ahead and get this thing rolling. Okay, so far, yeah, we've moved on here on Gtii, right? We're looking at a potential resistance of that area of 18 cents, 1798. As soon as we get that resistance touch, know that there is a little bit of give here too. Okay, if you can see this zone here is a little flat bottom there, we got to pay attention to that. We got to pay attention to things like that there, right? So we're going to use that 17 cent bottom, the 18 cent bottom with the 1832 potential. That could get us up to that resistance, and then we could bounce here again, create a dead cat bounce, and then we would observe the areas of around 1583. This is probably not going to happen tomorrow. This would be something that would happen later on. Okay, so if that later on does happen, then we could be observing maybe, I would say, Tuesday or Wednesday. It depends on how the markets feel. Mark Roach, yeah, buddy. So I was calling you in the moderator's voice chat, and we have a new system going where I would like for you to post up the microburst plays. You and Sebastian, since you guys are incredible at this. So you putting up those plays into this thing that we're going to give you access to. It's a group collaboration between the analysts. You'll post up the higher probability movers. We'll go over them, and we can use our videos here, what we do, as our plays. It could be part of our video journal, and then we could always come back to this, refer to the play, and play them off of here. But we'll have them noted down on that website. So so whenever you can, send a DM or come into the chat in the Discord chat and type in your email there so that CoinFox can take advantage of it, and then we'll give you access to that, my brother.
Hey, if you want, you could even give them a sneak peek at the board right now, so you can see. I'm adding whoever's asking for the ticker, so that when we look at the play, we know Michael Anthony's asking about these tickers, Johanna's asking about Disney. We're gonna start making this list for you guys so that we can stay up to speed with you.
Yeah, let me make it a little easier to see. Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, just show them the one on the left is the main one.
Yeah, so this is the market prep show, right? I know that we have here we go. This is the market prep show, right? We're looking at things that we need to take a look at, right? So where we're talking about for the micro bursts would be here. So we have a micro burst suggesting from one of our analysts already at GBR. So now this is where you can post, and also here. So Mark Roach, you kind of point them out. So if somebody posts something up in here as a ticker in the chat, take a look at it on your chart. See if it's worth it. If it does look like it has high promise, then let's rip it. Right? Let's bring it into the group collaboration, and we'll have the viewers here benefit from our analysis. I think it would be a good way to preserve or to observe potential movers on that. And yeah, that's right. One more thing here is that we do have options is actually taking a look at these contracts here for MSTR. We're taking a look at the April 26th expiries, right, with a 1300 strike. So this is something that he was observing himself. And these are all the ideas that we're going to put up, and we're going to market prep the night before the trade so that we're all aware over the things that we may be doing. Now remember, yes, we're going to prep them here. That's going to be your forward look on the price action, but overall the execution will be done in the ARCa Bulls trading room on the trading floor. Okay guys, so please remember to hit that link that I just posted in the YouTube and join. And that's where we'll be playing them. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of we have right now GTN and HPE. Those look like they have high promise. Okay, so Mark Roach, yeah, buddy, and I know that you observe these. I know that you have a good hit rate. Okay, next thing we have to look at here, team, on GTII is the potential of continuation. Okay, so how can that be? Let's take a look at the price action here and see what this is looking like in maybe a little bit of a smaller time frame. If it is in fact, I can't really call this a dead cat bounce here, but what I can tell you is that it acts similar to it because it has a top bound and a confluent top and a confluent bottom. So that gives us a little bit of a channel, right? So let's put the 15-minute time frame so you can observe this right here. This is the chop box. So if that's the chop box and we're starting to break below it, that gives us the answer, the width of it, right? So overall, just like this here, I know I got a bunch of lines here. Apologies for that, right? In fact, we don't need this up here anymore, just at least for now. And we can measure that chop box. Measuring the chop box will give you the price objective, okay? Just like this. And then we apply it to the bottom side. And it looks like we already have a bottom side of around 1670. So if we're at around that 1698, I feel like that could have been the bottom side too. Okay, now I need you to see that we're potentially building another chop box here. Okay, so if that's the case, then we may be observing a little bit of consolidation before a fall, just like this. Check it out. Then from here, we also have another area to measure, don't we? Just like this here. And if we now have that price objective, then take that price objective, get the breakdown, and then put it at the bottom side. And look what happens. 1607 to 1583 already appears to be a zone of high interest. Okay, so what do? We'll just take a little box, right? And we'll measure it just like this. And this is how we're able to tell that this could be the bottom line target for us. Using simple strategies within trading. Okay, team? But remember, we have to know how to execute these plays in order for us to gain consistency. All right. So So I'm looking to buy back GTII at 10 to 12 cents. You gotta know that that's I can't say that it's not a possibility. It really depends on how we continue here, but the target is still there. I still have it located there. Right? We're breaking below major inflection points. That could certainly happen. Right? So we just got to be careful with the way how we push. Okay, team? But for those of you who have been watching me here for a while, I know that you're going to identify you'll remember how I got to this target. Okay, you guys? So that is it here for GTII. And let's go ahead and move on here with a couple of requests. So we have, let's take a look at this. We have a request here by Michael Anthony coming in for ticker symbol GTN. So let's go ahead and pull up ticker symbol GTN and see what it has in line for us, right? So remember, the analysts may have seen this. They're looking at it, and there's probably high promise within it, right? So if there is promise within it, let's observe what we have here, starting off with price action. So price action getting incredibly close, right? Getting really close to a point of break. If we're observing this really carefully, it looks like that top side of 595, that was your prior day's pre-market top. That could, as soon as we start breaking above that, it seems like price action could make a nice little ripper. So remember how we were observing the confluence? Just like this, right? Look at this. This top looks like it's right at the level of these tops. Right down here, right there. So now if we draw a line across, it looks like it is, right? Perfect. We also have a bunch of areas that have observed supports and resistances from there, right? Here's another zone here. More or less, we're resisting and supporting from that. So it is a point of inflection. It looks like we really could make a nice move as soon as we break above this, but let's validate that upside. What could give us the reason? So now Candace Morrison is telling us on a side note here, I don't think GTII will jump until management makes changes. You know what, Candace, I think a lot of people have been talking about that. I will say that I agree. I think the leadership really has to grab the bull by the horns here and take charge, because if not, then we're going to be in big trouble. All right, guys, GTN got a critical inflection here. Let's take a look at that stochastic momentum. Look at that healthy upside pivot on stochastics here. It looks like we're getting the break from critical contraction. We're getting expansion here. Let's see how far that wave goes. 30-minute time frame upside pivot and correcting, right? Yeah, I think that 30-minute time frame into the 15 to 30 is looking pretty good. So if we are to face an upside, we have to take a look at this now, okay? Because we're a little overextended on the hourly time frame. Let's see the 4-hour. Okay, yeah, so you know what? I do see the space for going up, but I don't think we're going to get it on Monday. I think we get resistance here again on Monday, tomorrow, and then we pull back. So we're going to pull back, but it doesn't mean that we're done with the move. I do see an upside continuation. All right, so if we're going to get a pullback here on the daily time frame, let's see what we have as the daily low. So your ATR low is taking you down to about 550. If we're looking at 550 as the potential bottom side, I don't think we reach that for one reason. First of all, we have a bunch of gaps everywhere. I mean, everywhere on this thing, right? So this would be the first one right here that I think that price action would completely resist from, right here at the 587, okay? So if we do fail that, I got to give you one more area too, right? And that's going to be this gap right here, right there, which is also confluent to the opening of this candle right here, right? And also confluent to the opening of the candle right here. Perfect. So, but I do see a range. So let's make sure to keep that in line. This bottom wick right here, that could be the pullback area, 584 to 587, okay? If we pull further back than that, okay, we have a second zone for us to consider. We always have to have the backup. We cannot do this just based on blind luck. Okay, here's your second potential. You're looking at about 579 to 581. Potential drop into this area here. And of course, you still have lower ones to observe. Okay, guys, so I'm going to just give you 3 bottoms before we can experience the top. I don't know that we'll get the third one, but it's still part of a potential drop within the immediate short term. Let's see which one would be of high confluence here. Yeah, I would say just about here, 573 to 576. So you have three potentials of an area for price action to drop into. Let me take a look. Yeah, and it's not going to be. We won't last too long down here. I mean, I see the head and shoulders too, right? I see the head and shoulders, but the problem with the head and shoulders is the way that the shoulder is kind of being built. See, usually we have V-shaped recoveries, but this one doesn't have a V-shaped recovery. This one is actually curving. It's gaining momentum towards an upside. We're expanding, and the stochastic momentums are also showing upside. So if we bring this down to a 4-hour, the 4-hour still has massive upside and expansion. 6-hour time frame, upside, expansion. 8-hour time frame, massive control and bullish, and we're about to start. We just broke the inflection point. Okay, so that's what's telling me here that we may face 1 or 2 days of pullback, which is why I have a wide range, 587 to the lowest range of 573, and then we'll get this thing to potentially start ripping on reaccumulation here for an upside. As soon as we break above this 594, we have a couple resistances to look at, okay? This being one, right about here, to about this zone here, 604 to 612. Focus on the targets would be, I would say, right about here, 609. Okay, beyond that, as soon as you break this, that's a clean shot to this area right here, 627. 627 gives you a range of about 627 to about 630, and that would be the top of the range right there. Okay, those would be your take profits. So yeah, I think this is looking not looking bad at all. I feel like it does have some promise here, and it does appear to have just a little bit of a reaccumulation here, but distribution, a little bit of distribution before it reaccumulates again. So that's currently the thesis right now, team. Remember, support bottoms 584 to 587, 579 to 581, 573 to 576, and this would be your potential bounce area here into the take profit zones of 604 to 612, focus at 609, and the top of the range here would be 627 to 630. Okay, and I mean, we're already on an 8-hour time frame or a daily time frame. Let's see. There you go. Look at this. Upper bounds of the first standard deviation multipliers at pretty much 36 now, right? And we were observing this top end of 630. So that's looking pretty alike. Okay. So just be careful how you trade this, team. Please be careful, because there's always a potential for failure here, right? You're also experiencing here a potential breakdown. Now you got the bullish side, okay? Let me give you the bear side real fast.
There are some gaps downstairs on that one too.
Ooh boy, this is it's got bears. It's got bears in it. It for sure has bears. This is your ascending broadening wedge. This is your resistance to the broadening wedge at the point of inflection. Okay? This could also be the little bit of an upside here that we could face. Could be the bottom side of 604. We resist and take this thing down to the take profit zone per the playbook rules, 550. And if we now look at 550, what did we say earlier that the 550 could take us into? Well, let me change the color on this, right? So we know that would be the bottom side. The 550 was located right here. The current average true range low of $5.50. See it? This can move 25 cents on a daily basis. I want you to make your decision here, okay? You got to be careful. You got to be very careful. We have major inflection right now, but we also have major upsides. So if I were to put this guess, I'm just going to tell you right now that the bullish case may be a little overwhelmed by the bearish case. Okay? So if you start observing these targets, don't get long. If you start seeing that the break of the 573 is starting to happen, do not get long. If the break of this 573 happens, 571 to 573, get out of the market. Don't be in it. Expect this thing to drop down to around 550 to around 555. What you looking at, coin? You have the downside similar targets as I do?
Yeah, I'm checking some of these other charts for these guys too. So hold on.
No problem. I just gave them the update on this. I'm gonna move on.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it breaks that 550 level, just an equal move. You know, you see that it's like a head and shoulders.
Yeah, exactly.
About 4 hours. You know, mini head and shoulders. It may extend out for a day or two and make it more complex. So downside would be like 470s, 60s if it broke, you know.
If we get down to further levels, that's possible.
It does appear that you got 1, 2, 3, 4 tests at the lows. As long as that, like you said, 570s, 60s holds, probably going to $7.
There you go. Okay, team. So now you know the play, you know the risks, and you know the inflections. Okay, so you got this under control. Plot out your play.
The market holds up.
Yeah, we need the market to hold up. All right, so let's look at the next.
Shits the bed, all bets are off.
Yeah, man. So Michael Anthony, second. You have Oh, you know what? I gotta. Let me go ahead and check ticker symbol DIS. This is gonna be for Jonna, and we got the break to the downside here, right? So we were looking at. I remember we did look at a potential downside on this one after I failed the upside myself, and we did validate that resistance level here. So let's kind of plot these downside targets out, right? So it would be something like this here. There we go. That's going to be your lowest probability. That would take you down to right in between the 4 spot 236 and the 4 spot 618. Pretty confluent targets. So I'm going to leave those plotted out here for now. Okay, actually from the 4 spot 236. Just like this. Okay. So that could be a zone for us to observe. That could be 109.73 to 109.05. And I will say that this is 100% headed towards that direction. We have resistance coming up right in the immediate short term, right in here. It's going to be your 112.37 to 112.56. Resistance here, continuation to the downside. You're going to get a bounce though. Your 110 here, that's your VWAP that's your VWAP lower deviation, lower 2 standard deviation, and also your current ATR low at 111. So it is very confluent. So I will say that you have 110.88, 110.88 confluent to the 111 of your, and here too, right? Look at this, 3 spot 618 at 110.85, complete confluence there. To the bottom side of 110.62, you get a bounce here. Okay, so that's going to be your bounce. We're going to resist somewhere. We're going to resist somewhere tomorrow. And I would say that resistance, for now that we don't have further data, I would say it would be around 111.70. Well, of course, like always, right? It's a little bit of a range here. So 111, let me do it again. 111.74. Hang on. To about 111.55. Okay, so this would be the zone where you would get just a little bit of a bounce here. You get a bounce here, then you get a rejection at this top side, right? And then you would get your bottom line targets down here. Those are going to be the ones that I think price action naturally will go to. Okay, so it does have down. Remember, it's kind of bleeding here with the entire markets. The markets are feeling a little bit a little weird. So yeah, get the little bit of a downside here, right? And then we'll experience here a resistance. It could even come up all the way to 112.89 before resistance. I mean, just watch it, because if the markets do bounce here, right, we may actually get a little bit of a further upside too. If we do get further upside, keep a quick eye on that 113.52 right in here. Okay, so I'm not promising anything. It may be. Tell me, buddy.
Keep that bi-monthly. Keep the bi-monthly. I see 95, 96 is very possible.
Let's take a look at that bi-monthly. Ooh, they're all putting in that same shooting star. Man.
NVIDIA. It's before NVIDIA, bro.
Let's get it. So this was a macro targets, team. This is your macro target, okay? You're looking at the bottom side of about 98 to, I would say, man, 96.44, maybe around there. This would be your September 2017 lows. Right in there could be an area. So, geez, Louise. Okay, so just watch out with this. Okay, you have immediate short-term time frame downside. Immediate short-term time frame upside before resistance, and I mean, we could see ourselves into this bottom side here, maybe almost immediately here. Monday, Tuesday, 109. Resist from around 111 again. That would probably bring us down to around 106.58, and then down to the areas of about 103. 106 to about 104, 103, right around there. Okay, so watch out with this. It's getting a little bit of pressure here to the downside. All right, so let's
run one more poll real quick for if they trade options or shares.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, we're gonna go ahead. Let me just go ahead and finish off the other poll. So if you haven't submitted your poll, just the vote just yet, what would you like to see more of? Would you like to see the small caps, mid caps, or large caps? Go ahead and submit your vote right now. We're gonna go ahead and end the poll here in just a few seconds, and we're gonna enter now one more poll so that you can so that we can gauge your your preferences. So let's give it here another 5 seconds before we finish off this poll, and we'll go ahead and get this thing moving. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and end the poll now. And here are the results for whether you would like to see more of small caps, large caps, or mid caps, right? So take a look at that. We have a 54% small cap, 36% large, and a very curious 9% mid. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's go ahead and continue, guys. You got to try to stay away from the small caps. We're gonna get killed. All right, so let's go ahead and start another poll here. And
Crypto gonna do the flip though. Crypto's gonna flip over that.
He's here. He's in the chat. He's typing in the. Take a look at him in the YouTube. He already flipped.
I don't look. Is he flipping?
He already did.
He's flipping. Yeah, 3 times 10. All right, Flipto, hang in there, baby. You'll be all right.
But remember, that's why we got Sebastian Lim and Mark Roach. These guys are awesome at observing those tickers with higher probability, man. That's why we got the whole spectrum.
That's the democracy we live in. I knew crypto would flip.
Let's see. What do you trade more of is going to be the next poll, okay? I want to go ahead and add the 2 options here. And or okay. All right, so here you go, team. Go ahead and submit your vote. What do you trade more of? Options, contracts, or shares? Go ahead and submit your vote here, and we'll go ahead and use ourselves as the indicator. I like it all. Oh my goodness! You know what? That's not a bad outlook. What do you think? Should we cancel it here and put the other one? Hold on, team. You know what? I think. Hold on, team. Don't vote. Hold on. We're gonna end the poll. Let's go ahead and add it because Candace has an absolute. Yeah, she's right. Let's go ahead and do it again. Let's see. We're gonna add option 1. We're gonna do options contracts, right? Option number 2. We're gonna do shares, and then option number 3 is gonna be.
Trade it all.
I like it. I trade it all.
Sergio, we'll check ARM for you in a little while. Okay, I got you down on the list.
Okay, so here's the poll. Go ahead and submit your votes now, team. My apologies. This is the new poll. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling now. So submit your vote. I just put it up. What do you like to trade more of, right? Options, contracts, shares. I trade it all. All right, so we got a DIS out of the way. Let's take a look at HPE now, and I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick little. We're gonna do some microburst action on this, right? So yeah, oh man, I can't ignore the fact that we're getting increasing volume in red, right? And the daily time frame is about to kind of expand above that. Hold on. Okay. Right above is a critical resistance. Major pivot at that gap. The daily gap right in here, 693 to 1705. It feels like we're going to come right back in to test that top side in the immediate short term. Okay, we have about a 50 cent average true range here. So let's see, that's going to be your 20. Yeah, so probably about, I think that what's going to prevent it from extending to its top side of that 1751, it could be actually the 1705 observed here on that gap. So there could be a stop from price action continuing to that area. Okay, there's a tiny gap on the daily time frame right there too. So if I want to be a little more granular about things, then I'm going to give this to you here. Right there. Right about that zone there, 1702 to 1704. Critical resistance at that point. Okay? Now, if we are to resist here, I'm just looking at raw price action here, right? So if we are to resist at this point here, then what could the downside look like? Well, quite inversely, I would say around 1650 something, right? So if we're going to face that bottom side, we have a couple things to kind of prevent that from happening too. I understand that we have these inflection points down here, right? Let me see what the 12-hour is. Oh, it's at 1670. Man, that puts you right at the resistance level of things, guys. I don't think that we're going to get the top side too much on this. If it does bounce to the upside, yeah, I'm going to give you here a little bit of a resistance range, and I see it on the 12-hour. It could be 1683. Keep those zones on top just in case you do reach there, but this is honestly my preference here. You're looking at about 1685 to 1683. And I will give you a secondary zone here, okay? Yeah, I see it. I see you. Right there. Got it. Right here. So that would be your secondary point of resistance. 1689 to 1692 before we face a continuation to the downside. So yeah, I'm talking about it's not so bad, right? Because from the first zone to this top zone here, if you're playing options contracts to the top zone, that's a 1%. So it could mark off around a 20% options trade if it even does have options. Okay, that's it's not bad. Okay, so if it does continue on to the upside, then mark off these areas here, 1693 to 1705, with a focus of around 1702 to 1704. But the real bottoms here, team, the real bottoms is what we're observing. Okay, it's currently double bottoming from this area of about 1651. Let me take a look at momentum here. Let's see the hourly time frame corrective. Yeah, so we may be getting that upside thrust even still. Good. Bi-hourly time frame corrective as well, and it shows that the 4-hour, the 3-hour, that's the one that's we're using here. Take a look at that. Your RSI coming up to the gravitational point resistance with that SMA 14. Your resistance is somewhere in here on the top three ranges. This range, the blue range, and the top red range. That's right in here. I can see your resistance coming in. Okay. Heads up on that, because this is a very short-term upside. If you're long this ticker, you may get a little bit of a reminder here to maybe release some of that risk, and then plan for something else. You may be getting a little bit of a break here. Okay, team, be careful. All right, so let's go ahead and move on here and take a look at ticker symbol ALLR. That was see what's up. So ALLR, let's see what your daily time frame. I want to see your monthly, that whole thing, right? Wow, that thing completely rejected a potential reversal. Man, that really sucks, right? Same situation with the 12-hour, guys. You start breaking below this, it's no bueno. This thing is about to be in price discovery again if you break that 128, okay? Huge problem there. Immediate short-term resistance is simply looked at right about here. Just like this right here, okay? That's going to be your 145 to 150 potential resistance. Pullback, going to get a little bit of a dead cat in the immediate short-term time frame, then downside. I expect this thing to potentially be around 115, 110. Let's see. Let me see the daily. Damn, dude. Wow. The current ATR low is actually doing a 75-cent bond. That sucks, guys. Okay, I don't want to see that. 75 cents. What the hell is this doing? I will tell you this. If you have one more area of resistance, then this will be it, okay? Right here. If you have one more resistance, then this could be the zone, okay? Hold on. I'm freaking super focus mode on here because I don't want to get it wrong. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, 158 to 168 could be your secondary resistance, and then this could fly towards the downside, okay? So let me now validate that. Where does there it is. Well, okay, yeah, your 3-hour time frame, downside pivots. Let's see the 15. Yeah, you guys, here it is. There it is. This is your actual resistance here. The 15-minute time frame, right, giving you resistance to that SMA 14 right at the gravitational zone. If you look closely enough, I'm having to zoom into my screen right now, but 42% is that SMA 14, and you would potentially get a pullback, right? So from that zone, I think that would be your top end here. That could, the difference between a 15-minute time frame to right up to this area here, it could very well be the space between 158 and 168 to 145 and 150. And then as soon as you get that resistance, there would be the continuation to the downside. Now, if we look at the downside, then let me find a support at the downside. And which one would it be? Let me see. That's very close. I don't think I have one, guys. It may be the 6-hour time frame, or even the 4-hour. See the 8? Yeah, the 8-hour time frame, right? So the 8-hour time frame here, that's your local bounce. That's going to be your upside here, your downside here, face the support from the 8-hour time frame SMA 14. It's still pivoted towards the downside. That would be this short-term bounce. We get back and validate your 139 here, and then we face inflection. Not only that, is that it kind of, yeah, guys, be careful with this. Allr still has some downside to go. All right, so let's take a look at CoinFox, my bro. What the hell, man? He's saying, let's do a super chat challenge for our boy ARCa working his ass off. Gold tonight. He's $100. Let's go, family. Oh, dude, what the hell, you guys? Thank you so much. That means a lot, team. What? Dude, you guys, we're already, hold on. If you guys can't see it in the screen, this is what it's looking like so far. We're $19.99 deep. Guys, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me, man. Thank you. That means a lot, team. Appreciate you so much. Guys, if you are also observing your the votes here, please remember, what do you like to trade more of? Submit your vote. Options contracts. Dude, smoke screen, my bro, what? Guys, that really means a lot, dude. Thank you. I'm like mad speechless. Thank you so much. Options contracts, shares, or I trade it all. Cryptic Trader coming in with $1 million on the super chat. Let's go. So yeah, guys, if that's redeemable by texting, options. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. It means a great deal to me. All right, so that's your ticker symbol ALLR. Okay, get that short-term upside. Experience this bounce from the 128. A little relief bounce into this zone here of 137, maybe all the way back up to 146, and then you will face the gradual decline. Momentum is suggesting it already too. All right, so Let's go ahead and take a look at ticker symbol JOB. What is that? What is JOB? All right, team. So this, oh man. Yeah, this is a macro time frame dead cat, right? So this is your inflection point is right here. Your top side of the cat is right there, and targets to observe based on the breakdown of this would be down to 2983. Is there anything at 2983? Well, hell yeah, there is. My goodness, it's actually at 3001. Oh my god. Yeah, that's really close to that. Dude, Sebastian, bro, thank you, man. Damn, you guys, that really means a lot, dude. Thank you. That's that's really cool, you guys. Thank you. That means so much. Smokescreen, you for real? I got you. Are you still in that? From when, bro? Please tell me when. NVIDIA puts, says Sebastian Lim with his nice dono. My brother, thank you. Options, buddy, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, dude, I'm so happy. But you're looking for a bounce? You're thinking that it's going to come up? What the hell? Look at what Sebastian said, bro. That means something. Sebastian is my microcap dude. Sebastian loves those tickers. But he saw it too, and he's like, I refuse to trade it. Man, that's like, you can't ignore the boy when he says things like that, but I will definitely look at it for you. And I almost feel like I maybe want to look at it for you in private. Like in the market prep tomorrow. And then you and I could go like observe it like for real. And put it together as a play. I can go over here too, just let me know, okay? But I feel like I could devote more time to you. So please remember, team, go ahead and submit your vote. What would you like to what do you like to trade more of? Options, shares, or I trade it all? And thank you again, team, for your donations. That really means a lot. So bottom side target here for job would be that 30.01 or 30 cent zone before we experience a bounce. Okay, so now that bounce, I'm afraid if I'm really observing this the way that I'm observing it, guys, this thing is creating a series of just lower highs, right? We have the lower lows coming in. I'm afraid that price action may actually want to take a peep down here at that 21 to around 16. If that's really the case, man, we got to be careful here with the longs, right? Get any type of bounce here, try to exit. But there could be a macro double bottom here to observe 1690s, and that'll put us at a really at a pretty nice zone. Hey, baby, how you doing, honey? If my little guy yells, guys, just know that he's just saying what's up. All right, so yeah, just you got the targets here, team. Okay, wait for that potential pullback. If we bounce to the upside first, that's going to be given by your hourly time frame. Options, thank you, buddy. Thank you for your dono, dude. That means a lot, brother. Thank you. Potential resistance, yeah, it's still right around there. The bottom bound of that resistance, guys, could be here. Right about there. That top side of 34 to 33.92. 34.54 to 33.92. Immediate short-term time frame upside. Let's see. Guys, if there is one, I'm not really seeing it, but this would be a technical jump, right? Not faced by any time frame oscillators. Every oscillator is facing the downside, okay? So we're right within that target right now. We're sitting literally at 32.53, okay? So if we get a little bit of a pop there, it's going to be because we just wicked there or something. But everything is facing the downside here, okay? All the way up to maybe the 8-hour time frame, 6-hour time frame. That looks like it's starting the curve below too. Guys, this is going to zigzag, but we're going to get further downside here, okay? I'm expecting this come maybe tomorrow or Tuesday down to 30 cents. Okay. The options just gave me $1 hot dog. He gave me $1 burger and $1 banana. Dude, believe it or not, the gas stations be charging like $1.52 for a banana, man, or something like that. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, dude. That you don't even know what I'm feeling, bro. Thank you. So that's currently what we have here, team. Okay, that's your ticker symbol job. Watch out for this. It's got a pivot to the downside in more than many ways. Okay, so that's gonna do it for ticker symbol JOB. Let's take a look at ticker symbol MNDR. So smoke screen, are we good for tomorrow to observe the TTOO target? I can also the targets. I can also look at it now, but I just feel like I could give you more focus in the team. Okay, we shall go over it. Okay, so MNDR appears to be IPO. Is that true or no? Am I, hold on?
Yes.
It is, right? Okay.
What, a couple weeks ago.
Sometimes you have these like massive, gap downs and like you can't see the top.
Where'd it go?
Yeah, seriously. So check this out, team. This is pretty surprising, actually. So you're breaking above an inflection point here. This would be your ascending triangle. So and we can observe price action like that too. And it looks like it already took its top side of the price action. I'll show you how, just real fast, right? Just to show you how these things can sometimes work out. Could have been like this, one of many ways. And honestly, dude, it may have been just this right here. Two zones, actually. This one here. So it extended really far. It extended way further. It looks like two different types of traders took advantage of this, and one of them really didn't know how to trade. So here's your first one, perfectly at the top side here, right? And I think that the other trader took into account this here to the bottom side, if I'm not mistaken. So in fact, actually, it looks like it may have been something like that, right? So if he took this consideration here as the triangle, that's the wrong way to do it. But if he was a whale and he actually just longed the crap out of it, that may have been your top end target. I don't know, but let's take a look. Okay, so it's close enough to it, right? Not even sure why that FOMO wick got up there, but it did get up there, okay? So here's why, actually. I know why. It's price discovery, right? We've never been up there. So this thing is literally testing its upside bounds. But this candle here is not indicative of upside. This is usually downside, okay? So this is a reversal signal. It's called a shooting star candle. Options, I love you, buddy. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you so much, man. Okay. Here we go. So if this is the reversal candle, then let's take a look at our immediate short-term time frame. Well, guess what? Look at that, a twin sister. You got a 4-hour candle in that same formation, 6-hour candle, same formation, 8-hour candle, same formation, 12, right? And you have you have outside bars on both the 3-hour bi-hourly and, of course, your bearish engulfing here on the 1-hour candle. Guys, this is likely to come back down to this range here, 1981 to 2163. Okay, short-term bounce, you can find it right at 2366. Get that short-term bounce, validate your resistance at 2616 to 2720, then continue to the area of overall take profit, which would be about here. Okay, so in other words, we dip below, resist above, and then we continue. This may even be one more here before we do this here. Okay, then we got to see what we're gonna do. Are we gonna continue downward, or are we gonna continue upward? Just like we did with the GTII ticker, right? Just like that. We have to identify what the higher probability is gonna be once we get down into those targets. But the fact that I'm seeing a downside is, yeah, look at this. Your hourly time frame has a downside pivot on stochastics. We have a nosedive on hourly time frame. By hourly time frame, also nosediving here. We're increasing velocity, right, with this or volatility with that downside 3-hour time frame downside with increasing volatility. Guys, this is very likely going down for a temporary support at this level. And I can almost bet that we're going down to around 1425 to about 1237. Okay, so that's going to be my overall downside for this. This upside has a high probability of maybe it just being done. Cryptic Trader is giving me $2 for being a shill. Follow William for real money, he says. Thank you, my brother. Guys, so heads up on this, right? Heads up on this. We're gonna get this bit of a downside here. It feels like it's just not, guys. It doesn't feel good. Okay. This thing is going to come down to some critical targets here. And also remember that we don't have the edge by having the historical price action. We don't have history here to benefit us. We only have just a bit of price action to help us determine higher probability resistances and supports. We don't have that much at all, right? We're literally right here. So remember, I tell you guys all the time, right? With these IPOs, my edge gets diminished greatly, but this is what price action is suggesting, and I can't really move too far out of that, right? So let's go ahead and move on here, team. Let's take a look at ticker symbol LAC. Let's see what's up. So LAC would be Lithium Americas Corp. What's the daily time frame telling us? Huge gap down. Wow. Okay, Lithium Americas is maintained at hold by HSBC. They maintained it as a hold on 2 days ago. Man, my goodness. That's a little tough, guys. That's a little tough. I gotta admit, I don't think that's looking too healthy. It may actually just get a little bit of a relief bounce before a continuation to that downside. Okay, so watch out. So watch out with that. Never trust that guy named Bob. Where's Bob in here, man? I love Bob. Or Jaime's. You asshole. Let's see. I've had an edging experience. Says Yuka Frita, my bro. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on by. All right, guys. So we're gonna end the voting on what would you like to trade more of, options contracts, shares, or I trade it all. Let's give it just a few seconds here, team, and we shall end this, right? Let's just get literally 10 seconds. Submit your votes. Let's take a look at our results here. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and put it down now, team. We're going to go ahead and end the poll now. And take a look at this. Here are the votes. So what would you like to trade more of? It looks like we have 35% and 35% at a tie with options and shares. And we have a 28% I trade it all, which is interesting because it should be 35 as well, right? I'm just kidding. But that is incredible. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I think I like them. I like them both equally as much, but I gotta say, man. I think I personally like shares more, but I really like how options like magnify. You know, you can see the hundreds, 200, 300, 400% gainers on those, right? Like, for example, Cryptic Trader with his 1,000% gainer on Friday from CoinFox's call. That guy said, you know what, guys, this thing is about to fall off a cliff, you know? and the whole team was like, are you serious? And he goes, yeah, this thing's about to fall off a freaking cliff, man. Look at the 650s. Look at the 650 puts. You know, Cryptic Trader goes, I'm in, man. Let's get it. And then the whole team goes, I'm in. And this thing just drops the freaking hell off the cliff. And Cryptic Trader pockets a 1,000% gain in the ARCa Bulls trading team on Friday, bro. Oh my goodness. Dude, it's like you got, like, from that little bit of money, it's like it was a freaking earnings trade. The Cryptic Trader has enough tacos now for a year. Good times indeed with that play, my bro. Wow. Dude. So guys, let's go ahead and now take a look at ticker symbol LAC and find out what the hell this thing is doing, right? Daily time frame. This is, guys, we open here, we close here, we made an upside and closed on the upside, so technically still considered a shooting star, technically still considered a tweezer top, right? And technically an inside bar. So man, let me see, is it equivalent tops? That's what we're gonna find out. Hold on. So that's a high of 490. Oh, you're lucky, man. It's confluent top. Okay, price action here. Let me see what it did on the 12-hour. Lord Almighty, guys, this is your typical, you know. I mean, I gotta say, man, it's kind of like a dead cat bounce, right? If it looks like it, if it quacks like it, the chances are it is one. So let's go ahead and take a look at this here as a measured move to the downside. Let's take the top end here down to that inflection point. If we're gonna get a measured move on this, we're looking at 423. And 423 absolutely has confluence there. And in fact, there's a few gaps in there. It doesn't look bad at all. Guys, I know that I'm talking about downsides here a lot, but I promise it's for a freaking reason. That's because of how the markets are. So wait for a bounce though, right? Wait for that 456. This is likely to bounce up to resist at 466 to maybe 473. So just like hold on. Yeah. Let me get rid of that thing. So something like this. Look at that bottom side. A little bit of a fake out down here. Resistance up here. Then final target before a resistance at this 456 low. And then the inflection break. Careful because we have that major support bottom at about I would say just about 410. Right about there. Just about 410. If it does have an extension, I would say about 407 to 410. Let's see. Right about there. So if it does have that extension to 407 to 410, okay, the lower bound of your regression here, you're looking at a 406 bottom, but let me see the 12-hour. Does it have a 410 somewhere? Okay, no. Immediate short-term time frames. Okay, so that's indicative of a short-term time frame move. Guys, that means that this thing is going to start making these downside moves sooner than later. Okay, so watch out. Watch out. Be very careful. Short-term upside here, short-term downside, sorry. Back to this zone here of around 452 bounce. Resist from 473. Top end of that 473, I would say probably not even that, man. Even 471 could be kind of tough to get over, so I'm going to leave it like that. Resist from here, then you're going to start making your way down, okay? You got to break that 455. 455 break, that means resistance at 460, continuation, and then bounce, and then continuation. All right, so that is it for ticker symbol LAC. We're getting a request here to come in. Cryptic Trader, Dos Equis is the real deal, ARCa. Dude. He just gave me another $2. Cryptic Trader, I owe you money. Theo's Tacos have the special sauce. They do. Yeah, they do. Woo! Hey, the Rockefeller, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you here, man. Thanks for coming on by. Oh, yeah, man. You're thinking, yeah, you know what? There could be, I honestly think, bro, the Rockefeller is on point. The Cryptic, look at that guy. The Rockefeller is saying a coin or hood calls. He goes, man, you might want to look into them, not financial advice. And I agree because, me and the team, Cryptic Options, we were all potentially observing a bounce in the markets tomorrow. And that means crypto. So crypto, we could be, CoinFox actually put it down a little bit earlier. What was it again, bro? 67,000? Resistance grab up there and then continue the downside. Yeah, so that puts us at a pretty insane upside for coin. Even MSTR and hood. I'm not too sure why though.
67, 68. 68K area.
68K area, right? Yeah, the Rockefeller, he's talking
consistent
about
with
it.
the weekly range too.
Right. Oh my goodness, man. So let's go ahead and continue here the list of requests, right, team? So we're looking at ticker symbol DJT now. That thing actually bounced right off of our bottom side of 28. Not sure if you guys noticed it, right? So we were observing here a $28 bottom. Thing came down to around $22 and then rocket shipped. Okay, so does this have continuation? Well, I gotta say that it probably does. We have some bottom side targets here. If we're observing here the inflection points per se, then it may have some space to drop down to this area. I would say about 33.12 to 31.97. Right, pretty obvious bottoms there, and it actually already did once in the 3-hour time frame. So if it does continue to the downside here, I expect there to be a pretty nice bounce. Why? Well, that's because we regained the inside of this area here. We just converted this zone into a demand. So if we can get that bottom side support here, I do expect DJT to continue. But let's validate this. Let's use some immediate short-term time frame. Momentum versus volatility in linear. So check this out, right? We have a 30-minute time frame, downside pivot on Stokes. We have contracting volatility here, sure. Hourly time frame, downside pivot, contracting volatility. Your RSI resisting from that SMA 14. Guys, this is, I'm going to give this some validity here. Bottom side at 33.12 to 31.97 on DJT. That could happen here intraday tomorrow. If we are taking a look at this bottom side of around 31.97, we'll take a look at your daily ATR lows, right about 30.57. So that's pretty confluent to the bottom sides that we're looking at, mathematically speaking. All right, and let's see. Let's go just a little bit deeper here. What about the 3-hour time frame? Okay, I see what's happening. Right, so I definitely see that we're still, guys, we may experience a red day tomorrow on DJT, but the recovery could be in by Tuesday. Maybe power hour tomorrow or Tuesday. Take a look at your 8-hour time frame. This is massive bullish control zone, upside pivot here, and we're re-expanding. Volatility is actually starting to show an expansion phase again. Yeah, I think come Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday, there could be full thrust to the upside here. And this could be making some, man, as soon as we combat that 37.49, I think we're up to around the zones of about 41, 40, 90. Man, what the hell's going on here, man? Yeah, this thing is doing it. Hold on. This would 41.87. And there's that 8-hour gap right at the bottom side of that gap there. That would be 44.03. Downside first, support at these lower levels here. If it does slip, I would need nothing more than an hourly closure beneath this zone here for it to consider a continuation to the downside, of which can be found right down here of about 27.67, around 28.85. You get that hourly closure beneath that critical zone, you'll get that support bottom there. If you are maintaining or holding this level here, validating that support would be absolutely crucial for continuation. All right, so let's see the 3-hour time frame. I wanted to see how we're getting a volume, right? Volume profile is definitely increasing here, so there isn't a bearish divergence anywhere. So we're looking okay, team. Immediate short-term time frame pullback, 31.97 to 33.12. Without any closures, we can still wick down. 30.96, maybe even 30.19, that's fine. We can wick, right? But no closures. If we get closures, it'll be bad. All right, you guys, so heads up on that. The upside here could be pretty massive, though, man. Let's just say at the bottom side of our support here. Yeah, you're looking at 31% at the bottom side, 37%, 38% to the top end of that. This is it's looking pretty good. DJT looking like it's looking like it wants to make its move. I'm gonna put this 31.01 bottom side there too, just in case. We'll get this support bottom here as the long area, right? So, and yeah. You know what? We should consider this, guys. So let's. This looks like it has a power on Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe. And all right, so let's go ahead and continue here with the next request. We have ARM coming in from Sergio Hernandez. No, that's Sergio, isn't it Sergio Ramirez? Sergio, you still in here, buddy? So let's take a look at, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this list here.
Yeah, it's Ramirez. You got it. It's Ramirez.
Sergio Ramirez. All right, so, man, look at this drop on this coin. Wow. Oh, dude. 87.40 was the traditional close, after hours close. 87.19 was your intraday close. Your post hours was 87.40. This is a very short-term upside. Very short-term upside. I mean, it would be, I don't even know that I can get up that high, man. Hold on. Let me see the 12-hour. Yeah, something that could prevent this price action from getting up to these levels of about 102 is this gap here on the 12-hour. So this 12-hour gap, very likely for us to face resistance at this zone. 92.35 to 94.92. Okay, so that's your current ATR top, 92.19, completely confluent to that. All right, so now if we do get resistance there, which is very likely. Let me see the 6-hour. 4-hour, I think it's in the 8-hour. Yikes. Man, guys, I'm gonna say that there is a chance. There is a very slim chance. It is there though. Okay, that we can combat it. This is, guys, I wouldn't risk on this right now. You're in the center of the, you're in the 50% here, man. You're smack in the middle of the top end here to this bottom end. This is risk off, okay? Not here. If we were to continue to the upside, you would need, I think, a 4-hour closure above that 94.92 would do it for me. 4-hour. I'm kidding you not. Not even an hourly, not a bi-hourly. I'm thinking a 4-hour solid closure above this 94.92 would lead price action to a continuation to that potential 102. Validate the supports of 95 before continuing on to maybe 108, 110. Okay, there is a slim chance that is possible here. And I'm looking at this based on your 12-hour time frame. You're expanding, and we're currently curling at the oversold percentile of stochastics. And I mean, if we're looking at historically here, not too much history, but this is historically the deepest it's ever gone on stochastics. So there is a high chance that this can start reversing soon. Okay, but don't get fooled. If this starts going to the upside, you may get the resistance right here at 92.35 before pulling back and supporting again from your 85.65, so then you could get the little bit of a double bottom, and then you would continue to break your 94.92, come up to this level about 102, trail back, 94.92 support validation, and then you'll get the continuation to the upside to around the 108, 110. Mark Roach, be careful, buddy. You found a pickup double X? Double X. Take a look at the chat, man. If you can see the chat in the Discord. You know where the hang up button is? Look to the right of that button. It's gonna be the little bubble that looks like a text message. Click on that, and then the panel shows up for the chat. Oh, that is funny, man. So that is it for ticker symbol ARM. Let's take a look at ticker symbol MPW and see what is good in the hood. All right. Oh my goodness, man. That is just freaking hilarious. Okay, so right, daily time frame on this right now looking not looking too hot here. I will say that it's in a pretty bullish formation. That's about the only thing I give it, and it's actually starting from this. Holy goodness, that's even there. It's a weird formation. Hold on. I don't want to force the lines here, man. Never force your lines, because this can certainly hand you your butt, right? So this is that regression here, and you have a symmetrical top. So this symmetrical top marks off a right angle descending broadening wedge. So if you're looking at this in this type of formation here, then let's see. You had your test 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy crap. This is your fake out. Man, you don't even want to know what this thing's about to do, bro. Hold on. There's still a chance here. There's still a chance. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You need a fifth to truly break out of this. Okay, so if you do get the fifth test, that's gonna be because we supported from this daily gap. Drop to 428 here. There are two zones, okay? There are two zones. I'm gonna give you the split between gaps, but not the gaps themselves. It's like this. 423 to 428. The bottom end of this gap and the top end of this gap right here. So that could be a zone for us to pull back into. Bottom of this gap here. Then we could experience a bounce. But dude, there's a lot to get over here, okay? There's a lot of price action to recover this, man. This is dangerous. Okay, buddy, the bounce from this area, 423 to 425, would be where we're standing now at 442. Maybe even a little higher, but yeah, I would say 442. Right there. So what we're observing or what we're expecting here would be the drop into this area, resistance, validate support, continuation, validate your resistance here or get a resistance grab somewhere around the zones of 479, pull back, validate your 444, right? Do that same run again. 502 validates 477, continuation to the upside. 531 validates your 503, whatever that is, and breakout. Your breakout would be this top pivot right here. Right, it has to be like this or nothing, brother. Validate your support and continuation. The thing here is that the top side target I'm not even comfortable with giving to you, because the top side target would be like, you know, just it's like over there somewhere. It's just no, I can't even give it. Okay, but yeah, there's a lot of pressure in order for us to get to the upside. All right, so watch out. That is it for ticker symbol MPW. Let's take a look at Amzn here. That's going to be your larger ones now, right? So yeah, this would be a little more susceptible to broader market movement. In fact, let's go ahead and validate that right now. Let's run a correlation coefficient against price action on Amazon versus the SPY, right? So let's pull it up here just real quick. SPY. And let's see. Okay. Daily time frame, it is growing and it's a little bit there. Okay, so oh man, 4-hour time frame completely confluent to the broader markets here. Let's see how the weekly is. Oh, and the weekly too, guys. This is a mirror image of the broader markets. Okay, but we have a massive outside bar on the weekly time frame close of that already. Look at these here, man. That's if I didn't know any better, it's looking like it's gonna bounce. What the hell is going on? Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Am I really seeing that? No. Damn, I think we're gonna hit 172.50 and bounce. What the hell is going on with the markets, man? Let me see momentum. Oh, dude, we are. Guys,
yeah, and we don't have any economic data tomorrow, so tomorrow's a prime day for a short-term reversal.
Yeah, Amazon is showing it. Amazon literally shows that if it's that confluent to the SPY ticker and to the broader markets, I think we're gonna bounce. I think we're gonna. How freaking hard would that be, though? Let me see. Everything is critically oversold. Yeah, guys, immediate short-term time frame. That's it's everything is already kind of pivoted towards the upside. Just watch out, right? Your technical resistances would be naturally you're at the resistance of the prior day low, right? So and also your post-market. No. You're just above the prior day's low. 173.45 is your prior day low. If we're gonna get resistance, it would be the post-market high. Immediate. I mean, I'm talking about within a point here. And Amazon moves a lot. This thing moves like $4 in average true range. Okay, so we'll get a little bit of a point here resistance at the top side of the range here, the discretionary range we have at 175.04 to about 174.80. Then we may come back down to the low of day. So if the low of day fails, I have an area here that has a lot of rhyming at 172.75. But observe your 173.41. And then I do believe this thing could actually start making its upside run. And I mean, if that's the case, guys, this thing could probably run to the 180s. You know, we could resist at the pre-market high of Friday, 179.23, 180, right around there. So heads up on that. I'm not sure if we can go further than that, right? Because yeah, 179.80, yeah. I would say just around right there, 179.83-ish could be the zone to observe a pullback from. Okay, so Rockefeller, I know that I got you next, buddy, on coin. Gold is down $20, yeah, per ounce. When Rockefeller, dude, where are you, bro? Are you not part of the Discord? I don't remember you coming. Are you a new viewer? I haven't seen you here before, and if I have, my apologies, bro. But you should come and trade with us. A lot of the things that you're observing are things that we're observing here. Natural cycles, you know, decline on the markets, get that gold upside, right? Get that oil upside. Your inverse plays, all that good stuff, man. DXY up, VIX up, right? But I know that I have a 7-second delay here too, man, so I can't really get the answers too fast. But and he's saying he's not on the Discord, my bro. Dude, come on by, because we're
Post the link.
Yeah, I just did, guys. Follow the link. Remember, dude, that we're more of we're systematic, short term focused. We have a focus on large caps, mega caps. You know, your blues, your chips. He said ZIM. I have it right. Yeah, I have it. I'm gonna look at Coin and Zim, and then but we're traditional traders at heart, man. You know, traditional trading, that kind of stuff, dude. So, and I feel like you're also kind of that. Rockefeller saying that he's also bullish on DLX. He's one of his. But dude, come on by, brother. We would love to trade alongside you, buddy. But let's take a look at coin, because Bitcoin. If we're gonna observe that, in respects to this, hold on. Gotta get rid of. I'm coding some stuff right now, so of course I have a mess. My apologies, guys. Oh yeah, that's another thing. When you become a member, bro, you'll get access to, like, for example, my linear volatility indicator. Right, I'm about to release this to the team. I'm about to release ABT's stats, ARCa trading system stats. Right, you get all these numbers. They're live. Right, it moves as the market moves. I also have a reversion variant, right? This gives you your mean reversions, 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations, tops 1 and 2, right? Tops and bottoms with your mean reversion with labels, dude. That you'll get all this, bro. Like, you can just I've made most of these open source. Thank you, brother. He just joined. Thank you, bro. Dude, definitely come on by. Let's see. This is, for example, this is my personal RSI. I scripted this. Everything will have either ARC or ABT. So this is my linear volatility, right, with a heat map. So this is ABT. And then also your ABT stats, ARCa trade system stats. Like, yeah, man, we're kind of self-sufficient. We're algorithmic, systematic traders, discretionary, short term, and all of it. Scalpers, day traders, momentum traders. We can also swing. options, strategies, all that stuff, bro. My apologies, my voice is just a little weird. Let me take a sip of water here, team. You got the same name on there too. Oh, the Rockefeller. Okay. Michael Anthony, thank you, buddy. All right. So, right. So this is one of the reasons that we were observing a potential continuation in price action via Bitcoin, right? So this is your local inflection here, 65,208. We're already breaking the top range of that. So, which was 65,007. And Rockefeller saying, I have a pretty good mentor and Discord group I'm in, but we all in this together, bro. When you work together, you have higher chance of success. I completely agree, dude. Oh my goodness, man. You should see some of the mentors that we've had the pleasure to speak to through some of the traders that we have here, man. One of which mentored Andrew Aziz from BBT, Bear Bulls Traders. One of which was a market maker for several firms. My mentor, he's been a market participant for the better part of around 25 to 30 years. Dude, these guys are amazing stuff, man. So I believe you when you say that. Andre, come on by, my bro. Thank you. I love it. Okay, so the top resistance areas here for BTC team. Let's not look at the dailies. Let's not look at the hourly candles. Let's come up on the weeklies, right? Let's look at macro trend and see how these pivots are looking like. Okay, so if we're gonna experience the top side, I'm really seeing this zone here as a highly ideal area for us to resist from, right? 67,236, which means that if we use either a 3-day or a bi-daily, we could see the local resistance slightly higher, right? So if we have that, let's pull it up. Let's see the bi-daily. Okay, so the bi-daily gives you the tops here. This is your tweezer top. That's going to be around 68,257. And as you guys know, if you guys if you guys observe price action on BTC, then this tends to move. Here it is, right? Your daily ATR on ABT stats telling you that you're moving $3,506 in average true range on the daily. Okay, the current ATR is because we're on a buy daily, so it's naturally going to be 4,387. So yeah, you guys, I do think that on this candle, we still have a day and 19 hours to close. I believe that on this candle, we can realize these top ends here. I'm looking at 67,308 to 68,294 on a macro. Okay, so if we're gonna focus this zone here, we could use we're gonna use some fibs against price action. Okay, we'll get geometrics against price action. Focus at 67,864, right? And let's use the prior buy daily candle. And yeah, take a look at that. Right, we have the one spot 618. Right at about 67,005. Yeah, we're confluent here to a 618 fib. But guys, yeah, I do think that we're going to get a potential continuation to this upside here. Let's look at the immediate short-term time frame, volatility versus stochastic momentum, and see how that moves. All right, so 4-hour time frame getting ready to break out into a full-fledged expansion phase. Right, this is your critical contraction. This is volatility and linear. You're looking at within this zone of the 15 percentiles, your critical contraction. Anything in between this would be a mean reversion. So if we are talking about mean reversion from an immediate short term, from the daily time frame, then let's see. Oh, we already did it. Nice, perfect. This was it right here. The reversion came down to 66,000. Oh, we're on our way now. Got it. We're at 65,009. We're headed towards that 66,005. I see. Okay. Good deal. Yeah, team. I think we're about to face a little bit of resistance here soon. But that's only to pull back to validate some local support. Sorry, it's a little bit of a mess here, right? Your local supports naturally. Hold on just a sec. Guys, if we do pull back, don't I have to point it out because we already bounced from there, right? We just bounced from the golden pocket. That's going to be between the knot 618 and the knot 382. We almost got down. Yeah, we did get down to the 50% retracement, right? That ratio, we bounced right from that. This is really bullish. You guys know this. You guys know this, right? We came back to support from that golden pocket. We're bouncing right now. It is set to continue. All right, but I'm saying that if we do get a pullback here, don't put it past it, right? We may have a knot 786 to maybe a knot 618 pullback in case there's further failure. Okay, so now that we know that we have a continuation to the upside, potential pullback for you can have a quick distribution reaccumulation. That means that if we experience that, we may be opening up green tomorrow. We may be gapped up tomorrow. Amazon showing upside, broader markets showing upside. Now, if crypto, BTC showing upside, coin upside. Let's go ahead and take a look at the daily time frame on coin. Let's see that's a nasty bearish engulfing in there. Let's see the 12-hour time frame. Also with a bearish engulfing. This I don't think we're gonna pass. We already had set these targets down here and we met them nicely. So 218.60 to 206.78, we got the bounce. We got the targets, from up here. So if we are gonna get the bounce, then let me see the 4-hour. We're declining bear volume here. Let me see the hourly. Declining bear volume. We're declining volume in general. Local inflection would be 227.92. Let's see. Let me pull up momentum now. Hourly time frame already starting to shift. Critical volatility and expanding still. This thing is about to make an upside, man. See the 15-minute. Woo, yeah, we're already getting it. Guys, if we experience a further downside, I don't think we'll surpass 206.78, much less 205.71. In fact, if we do, that would be an opportunity. So I would say right down into this area here, that would be an immense opportunity. I just don't see it actually happening, but it may. 205.66 to 206.77 could put us into a bottom side of the price action here, but we're already getting signs of upside on the 15-minute Stoke. We're at critical contraction. This thing's about to reverse here, man. Hourly time frame already getting that correction pivot. The bi-hourly time frame still shows that downside. Yeah, it's guys, it's only a matter of time before this thing starts to reverse. So we're very, 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 very likely we're at a floor. And if this thing continues on to the upside, know that coin can move $18 in average true range, $17.95 to be exact. Daily ATR top is set to around 241. So if I were to put a guess, let me do this. Price action declines, price action inclines, resists from somewhere this level, validates your pivot here, 215.92. We get the continuation to the upside, resist 227, validate your 218.91, continue to around 236 to maybe 239.70. I think this would be your range. If we do pop this off tomorrow, this could very well be tomorrow. 239.70 to 236.27. Let me see the daily ATR top. Check it out. 241.78, confluent to our targets. All right, good job. Let me see. Let me take into consideration.
If it rejects there, she going to 159.
Yeah, this is man. Rejecting this here is no good.
Yeah.
Rejecting this is no good because we already broke inflection once. This is a complete break of market structure here. So we have to see what's up, man. And I was gonna hold on. Jeez, dude, it's mean reverting on a 12-hour. Daily time frame mean reversion as well. Okay. All right, so yeah, I think we do have some upside, guys, but don't overstay your welcome as a bull. You may actually experience a deep retracement from those top ends. Okay, I don't think the market is in any condition to continue to any types of all-time highs on anything. The chips. Let me see this on a bi-monthly. Look at this. Look at your bi-monthly structure here. That's no fun. Okay, that's what we got to take a look at in the immediate short term. Busy Brands coming up in here. ¿Qué pasó, compita? What's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother.
¿Qué pasó, compita?
¿Qué pasión, buddy? Good to see you here, bro. We're just talking, man, the place for tomorrow. What about you? What are you doing, my bro?
I just finished watching a movie and I'm here watching you now, or listening to you.
Hell yeah, buddy. We got some plays tomorrow, man. We got some plays tomorrow. I hope that we can get some gains coming up, man. But and also finding some really talented traders in the chat, man. This is good stuff. How's the family?
Family's good, man. Continue on.
Good. Guys, the person talking to you and talking to me right now is Busy Brands. Please make sure to show your support and give the guy a follow, right? I'm going to go ahead and point him out to you and support the family, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just show you his account so you know that it is not is no one else's account, okay? So this is Busy Brands here. Follow him at Busy Brands on Twitter X. All right, you guys make sure that you see these numbers here, not any other numbers, okay? If it's someone else, it's a fake. Report him. Good to see you, buddy. All right, so let's go ahead and continue with the analysis here, team, and see what's up. So I think that's gonna do it for. I think that's gonna do it here for. Hey, buddy. That's gonna do it for ticker symbol coin, and let's take a look. Let's take a look at that ticker symbol ZIM. Okay. Let me pull back here into the daily time frame and see what's up. Okay, so your daily time frame, you're getting a nice little structure here, right? Series of higher highs, higher lows. This feels like it could be on a path to a short-term upside. Hey, baby. All right, you guys, hold on just a moment, you guys. Just a moment, team. Hold on.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I'm going to keep pushing it, you guys. Yo, you want ARCa to look at tickers and stuff for you? Throw him some super chats, man. He works his butt off for you guys. Show some love. Do it now.
Who's that, CoinFox? CoinFox, is that you?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I usually do, but for some reason, Google locked my pay account. I was trying to get YouTube TV yesterday, and they locked my account for some reason. So I have to wait 48 hours. I had to send my ID and some shit like that. But yeah, I agree. Show them out some love if you can.
Guys, my little boy actually just took a little bit of a spill here. I gotta actually cut out a little bit early. My apologies, team. He's 4 years old. He doesn't want to take it from mom. He needs support from daddy. So, guys, I definitely have to kind of close this off here for now. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys for coming on by. And please make sure to come on by into the ARCa Bulls trading team, and we'll trade the markets together. Okay, you guys? But my apologies, team, for cutting this a little bit earlier. I just know that little guy's getting restless out there. But thank you again, team.
Super chat, guys. What was the total?
The total is $100.61.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Awesome.
Thank you, brothers. Let's go ahead and sign out here, team.
See you guys tomorrow. We're tracking your tickers.
Damn.